Okay. God, it's been a week since I've been sick. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay, that popped up instantly, I think. Excellent. Okay, turn that volume down. Yeah, playing with the controls recommended. Yeah, I know. Like, I got bored while I was sick too, and played a whole nother file with all these mods that I have installed. Okay, what do I have to do? What was I doing? I mean, I know I did a little bit of like getting these mods working, which really the only thing that's majorly broken is that stupid mirror.
You're late with your report, Hypnos. Again. Again. The dead, of course, can wait, but I'm less patient. Now explain
Yeah, just
yourself
took
to me.
a week of a lot of sleep medicating myself.
Oh, well, let's see. I woke up, I don't know what time it was, and I made sure that every shade had been accounted for, just like I always do, except I couldn't find my list at first. Can you believe it? I thought maybe my brother played a little prank, and so...
Get to the blasted point already. I don't have all day or night. Your report, where is it?
Sure, I was just getting to it, Master. My list, I found it over by the lounge. It was inside, but I am not the one who put it there, no sir. So I've been making positively sure it's not been tampered with, that it has everybody's name, cause of death, place of birth, former body weight, any previous allergies or
Fable 2's fun.
medications.
I recall cheating my ass off with that one.
Enough. Blood and darkness, that's enough from you. Just see to it the ledger of the dead is accurate, and get back to your post.
Do you know the experience cheat?
You've done it now, Hypnos. Hey, do sir.
I don't know like what you're playing on, but there was a cheat that a friend and I took advantage of. They would load into the game, like they would go into multiplayer, and they would load into the game as a default generic player, not like a different player on the same console. So it would copy my levels. And somehow they could remove their either they could remove their experience or I could remove my experience and build it up. And it would be the generic green experience and not in strength, skill, or will. I don't remember all the details. It has been over a decade.
Oh, I mean, maybe I do. I think maybe I do, except nobody's...
Oh yeah, you're deep in. You're after the second half. We did that before we even had done the strength hero.
Well, you enjoy, all right? What's the latest?
Well, look at you, lad, with that codex brimming with our history. I knew I could rely on you to fill it out. Back when I was alive, why, no one would have ever believed what goes on down here.
Mortals must have had their stories, though, about what happens to them once they die and once they end up in this place.
Well, they had their stories, definitely so. They fear your father, understandably. They also fear your dog. But most of them know precious little else. Even their fears, I think, are born of ignorance, as most fears tend to be.
You know, I'm recalling something about Fable 2 now that I think about it that annoyed me. In order to have a child, you had to have unprotected intercourse. But anytime you had unprotected intercourse, no matter what, you got an STD. I'm recalling that and I was like, that irritates me. Okay, that's not fixed yet.
It's nice here.
As you might guess by all the dashes forever, the mirror has a lot to it.
Maybe like this?
It's one of the mods is Mirror of Night Extended, and it's just really broken. It's just really absurdly, horribly broken. As I sit here and button mash 100 times. I mean, one thing to consider, every different Olympian I have a boon of, I get 25% more damage. You know, little broken. Just a bit. Oh, this is also exceedingly horribly broken, which is why I'm leveling it up. Because I have to go on a run and succeed or fail, either way,
Power.
in order to progress. I did a lot of dying in between. Oh, oops. Necessarily
Your
didn't give
services
that.
have already been paid in full.
Is that a vintage bottle of ambrosia, pal? I never even thought I'd get to try a thing like that.
Skelly, mate. You really shouldn't have. Do you have any idea how hard to find this is?
Okay, that's maxed out. I know about what these do now because of my other save file, like those the hidden ones. Oh, yeah, because I have this right here. You have to talk to some NPC after getting some amount of text in order to get like this hidden aspect. And this one, when I unlocked it, is what I used to farm deaths, because you see it takes my max health and cuts it down to 30%. So it was very, very, very helpful. Okay, now we're not doing that. I feel like 2 might have had it, but I could be wrong. Okay, so this is basically vanilla run, except the bosses will have an extra thing.
Okay, let's get this done.
Will have like an extra aspect or something to them. Oh, and I chose Dionysus for some reason. Okay.
The key to any halfway decent feast is lots and lots of preparation, man. Or maybe just happen to improvise, you know?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, I have to kill whatever's here.
Set. You're nothing.
Do I go through the mysterious gate of fire? You know, we never saw that, and I have figured out how to use it.
Got you. I caught a knucklehead. Not yet.
Need a new. Huh?
It's no use. No use.
Okay, hold up.
Finally.
Okay, so I think I know what the problem is, and I can deal with that very easily. I just have to actually quit the game. So there's a mod that I had installed, and you know, knowing what does it, that adds like an experience system to your boons, to the gods, so like you get better rarities and stuff. And apparently it only works with a brand new file, not with an already done one. But you know, it didn't really have an effect anyway, so who cares? Alright, so I deleted that. Run this. But I figure if I'm gonna play through this while I'm bored and sick, I might as well just do a whole bunch of mods. And then I just didn't feel like uninstalling them. Well, I feel like people didn't like 3 because it was a lot more linear to...
Ready, Exegriff?
if I recall correctly. Okay, hold on.
Arthur, I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
Because I didn't leave. When you give up, it does wherever your last save was, which is walking into this room. So it's like I hadn't given him this because it reset, and I hadn't unlocked that spear because it reset.
Skelly, mate, you really shouldn't have. Do you have any idea how hard to find this is? A new addition to the old collection.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do I need to... I mean, I need to gift everyone, apparently. Okay, hold on. Undo that, and undo this right now.
Okay, let's get this done.
I played some 3 and I stopped eventually.
Sulk in your chambers all you like, for I care not. I have eternity to finish with this work, so your assistance is entirely unneeded.
How times have changed. Uncle Poseidon. Whenever I encounter you, Uncle Poseidon, my spirits lift, and I feel there must not be anything that can stop me. I only wish we met sooner, though I'm grateful to have met you at all.
I thought I told you, nephew, not to make such offerings to me. I probably forgot. Or getting you mixed up, perhaps, for I have many other nephews, thanks to Zeus. Though between us, I don't like any one of them as much as you.
I know I have 3 just because it came with my Xbox 360, which I still have.
Filled with danger, not just water, little Hades. Any of the dead you face, they met their mortal end at sea and not on land.
Ah, yes.
Okay, the Gate of Darkness is there again, but I should be able to go through
Good
it.
to see in all that red.
Because this time I don't have the mod that I know causes problems. Like, do you know how I know which particular mod it is?
Lucky find.
When you start a new file with the mod, there's a thing literally right here. Where it's like, okay, choose your settings.
Well, here goes nothing.
I think mine did as well, but I definitely never played
One
Reach.
false move is all it takes here, boy.
It won't harm a hair on my head. There we go.
Happiness riches.
Simple.
Darkness. I like Poseidon's attack buff with this thing. Really lets me keep my distance. Oh yeah, they are making a new Fable, aren't they? Well, if they paid attention at all to any of the complaints about 3, then, like, and how people want a more open-worldy kind of form, then perhaps. Demeter. I need 8 more boons from Demeter.
I must admit I have grown fond of you, young sprout. Nevertheless, I shall not spoil you like some ill-mannered child.
Demeter's aid. Yeah.
I see.
Okay, darkness or darkness. Except one of them's a lot more painful darkness. No fish here. Okay.
For a fleeting instant, it appears as though they're able to hear your prayer. Or so I have observed.
Oh boy. Oh, I haven't gotten that one yet. This sounds like a terrible idea. I'll do this one first just because, like, that's a prophecy. I really want these other two, but these one can appear later. This one can only appear now.
That's who I think it is.
Hello, sir.
Why, Prince, you being serious right now?
You deserve better, Sisyphus. This really isn't much, but maybe it'll help you while away the days, nights, whatever time it is.
So all this time, Prince, when you were battling up to the surface and all that, you were searching for her, weren't you? The Queen?
I was.
Oh boy, this sounds like the
Although
opening of a
between us,
creepypasta.
it's important that you keep that one a secret, please. Did you happen to meet her ever?
Well, just the one time, briefly, when your father decided to put me here. And you have my word, of course, about the surface stuff.
I'll take money.
Sure thing.
Cheers, mate.
May you get out of here this time.
Oh, Oni-chan-bara, Bikini Zombie Slayer. Earn money? Earn money.
How bad could it be?
Don't make me laugh.
Am I interrupting something?
Yeah. I don't think it's even worth that much. I've played it before. It was just kind of boring to me.
Didn't think so.
Enough.
Tombstone. Just great. Yeah, if you can hear me, mighty Uncle Zeus, I wish to make to you.
Yeah, I don't care about like the little text up giving
An
things.
offering, young man. And while we've yet to even meet in person, I already feel as though the two of us are close. Why, closer than you must be even with your father. Perhaps we ought to go telling everybody I'm your real father, am I right?
You know, you have fun with that. I mean, if you get dragged into that game,
Rail of adamant in your possession there. To strike one's enemies from afar is really the only way, I think, and it's about as good a substitute for lightning bolts as you're likely to find.
yeah, but it's like you go and get dragged into that game, I think you're gonna be stuck in a bikini and slaying zombies. So I don't know that you really want that one to happen. Sure, cast. No, hammer. Immediately hammer. I mean, you're already apparently a teacher, even though I never intended to make you a teacher at that magical girl school. So,
My Chaos Bone switched to a new effect. The rail grows stronger.
Upper darkness. Chop. I have 900 coin. Damn right, I'm taking chop. Ooh, how lovely.
Charon, as I know you serve the realm, I just wanted to say I look forward to continuing to work with you in a somewhat more official capacity. I'll still be breaking out of here like always, but, well, you've probably heard. Appreciate your support.
Got a bite. For Knucklehead.
I've gotten so good at this stupid fishing game. But it doesn't ever let me have the good, like, be the good fun part. Your attack is 30% fast. Yes, please. Borrow 300 coin.
Whoops.
Hey, Carol, how you doing? Which one? 3? 1?
Sorry.
2? I think that's in order of popularity that I just said, from lowest to highest. Look how fast that is. Yeah. I think 1 gets a lot of flack just because it was like it was pre-choice of gender. Just like out. Jesus, my attack is so fast. I love it. And it knocks him back. I think so. It's really late into the game. Like, it's in the... I think you have to, like, unlock the palace or something? I think you can do it before beating the game. But it is really late into there.
Not good. You had me worried, mate.
Yeah, I'll take that discount card, thank you.
Appreciate your generosity. Something's off.
Oh, and look, it's time for Thanatos.
Good to be working with you in a more official capacity, Zag. Shall we get started?
Oh, and he looks a lot less like a lot happier with us. Cause he'd always look kind of sullen.
Good night.
Yeah, I know it's into, I just don't know where into it is. I'm pretty certain it's like really late in there and harder to get to.
That's enough.
Yeah, go over to your spot so I can give you a drink.
For me. I'm going.
Oh, you don't even give me time to... Okay, fine.
The power of the gods.
More damage!
Rearming. Here again.
Wait. Take that. I'll take the health. And I guess I'll take the gems. I mean, I feel like one of the things about 3, just based on the little bit that I know of it, and having played 2, is that they went too simple with 3. Like, people really enjoyed all the complexities of 2, and then it's just kind of extremely simplified and kidified, I want to say.
That's quite enough.
Looks like a good batch. Let me have it.
Into the darkness. Ooh, fishing. Yeah. Awesome. That's the best one.
A perfect specimen.
Okay.
How circumspect of you.
Yeah. So, like, if you'd played 2 and then went to 3 and you just have, like, all the simplified things, like, I feel like that's part of what pissed people off. And then now it's just, like, 3 could be a good game, like, if it had been the first one, like, as it is, but I think because it's the third one, and, like, they obviously knew what people liked, that's why it's disliked.
Great price. Pleasure doing business.
Oh, that's, Artemis's aid. Sure, I don't have an aid yet. Hammer! P06. Sure.
That's it.
Yeah, let's go down.
Where do you think you're going? Eluded all of them.
No problem. This one's for you,
There you go,
swift and
Hermes.
sure-footed messenger of the gods. You make what you do look easy, but I know you're going out of your way. Thank you so much, Hermes.
My rule is not to let things get too personal as far as work-related matters are concerned, cuz. But your family, and, well, you're a right decent chap, I think. Offering up a bit of nectar to me in the middle of all this. I heard a certain someone's back at home with you down there now, cuz. I call it wonderful news, except it isn't news. At least not yet. Though if the time comes that you want to spread the word, just give the signal here.
Ah, interesting. So he knows. Specials faster. Yeah. Oh, you give me this option? Oh no. I'd rather have the boosted rarity on Poseidon. Oh. Great.
That's definitely not the choice I would have made, nephew. Because for me to side against myself, why, that would make no sense at all.
Poseidon won't like this.
Looks like I angered him.
Yeah, well, as long as I can, like, just not get hit by that wave that's, circling me. What's the... Oh, the wave is hitting me because I can't see it. Yeah.
A curse of chaos has been lifted.
My fits of anger come and go just like the tides, nephew. Now take this from me and get out of here.
Deal 300% more damage for slamming them into the wall. Yeah. When I'm sitting there and I have the attack and I'm just shooting that many bullets, yeah.
What else is there?
Sure. Occasionally I like being evil in games, but it depends on, like, what kind of evil it wants me to be, or will let me be. Because it's like, oh, we put this in here, and we just made all the evil choices just absolutely horrible. Or it's like, it's not like you're not just evil, you're just, like, irredeemable evil. And it's like, that's boring. It's just like, oh, you just want me to be good and you put the morale system in to have something else to say you have in here. Or morals. Moral, not moral. Well, chop it up. I guess I take chop. Thank you. Now look, it's Hades. Or not Hades, Ares. God, my brain.
Boat of more substantial size if he's to keep up with.
Yeah. Yeah, just 16% more damage straight up at all times. On everything. And there's chaos. Oh. Okay. Send. Any fishing? Nope. Okay. I mean, just better chance at better boons when I've already got a super high count. Sure. And then there's immediately chaos again because of that light of mixing up.
Something. Juicy. Always time to fish. I got one. Looks like a knucklehead.
Oh, right back into chaos. Whee! I don't know what I'm giving up on, but right back into chaos.
In the name of Hades.
Cannot earn any money, but get more better boots. Sure. I don't need money. I've got a very large amount of money right now. So if you couldn't tell, I still have the longer runs mod on, and you can see up there in the corner, we're on Chamber 30, so like the shop at the end is coming up extremely shortly. Like, probably right here. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I just like having a whole lot of choices. Slam into the wall. It does get to be messy because, like, the longer you're in a particular area, the more enemies that spawn. So you see, like, how many things are spawning here. Because we're 30 chambers in. Well, I don't know what I'm getting, but let's go in here.
My boon for Master Chaos has evolved.
How about a little contest, boy?
Running out of ammo is bad. Because I know, I've learned about these rooms. If I take any damage, I don't get the reward. It's like, see, it says right up there in the corner, slay foes without getting hit. So, you know, run out of ammo, and suddenly I'm, vulnerable.
I'll give you that.
There we go.
Well, that's probably the shop at the end. Yep. You can tell just by the design.
Useful.
The thing about me, nephew, is I get along with everybody here. A skill apparently that's rather rare. Take my niece Artemis, for instance. Can't ever take a simple jest at all. You won't easily attract a mate with such a sour look about you, girl.
This is a duo boon.
Oh, and wouldn't that be such a pity, Uncle Poseidon? I wonder what could be the cause of this sour look that I perpetually have up here. Maybe Zagreus knows.
See exactly what I mean, nephew.
The goods.
God. Cast as a second projectile. That's Zeus and Poseidon. But that's really good. So I'll take the legendary over the duo.
I'm back, ladies.
Well, you must have gone and signed a pact. Isn't that right, Redblood? Tell me right now.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. Though I don't see how that's any business of yours, Electo.
I like working alone. And you don't see me doing that right now, do you? So I would say it's my business, all right. Along with killing you.
Okay, I'll take care of that. Here, we'll make sure you're not working with your sisters for long. Ooh, that's a lot.
She wasn't very nice. My Chaos Boon evolved a new effect. Well, Father.
Is Tartarus some sort of joke to you?
Maybe.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'll keep with Poseidon for now. Just to finish, like, leveling him up. Then I'll look at my... list of, like, who needs gifts still. Okay, I'll go with Hermes.
No chance. In the name of Hades.
Oh. Yes, please. Just make me speed. Ooh.
Next island.
It's like, just make me speed. I'm standing in the lava, almost. I think I'm going to be immediately burning the second I catch this fish.
I caught one.
Make yourself at home.
Here you go.
Thanks, Your Majesty. Though, you're not gonna get in trouble bringing me this stuff, are you?
No.
No. I don't think I can get into more trouble at the moment. May this make your dishes that much more delectable.
What'd he say, hun? I mean about the song. Bet he loved it, didn't he? But I don't know for sure, and I've been wondering. Kind of a lot, I guess.
No need to wonder any longer. He sings it beautifully around the house sometimes. It has a sadder sound to it than when you sing, but you've inspired him again. As you've done many times before, from what I know.
Huh, so it's a hit is what you're saying then. I had a feeling about that one. Sometimes you put some words together, and right then and there, you know you've got something special.
Upgraded rarity.
Sure thing, huh?
Cheers.
Okay, I don't need Dionysus. Yeah, she's a dryad. Eurydice.
Bloodless.
Like, zoom! Speed!
Reloading. Lord Dionysus.
Zag, have I got something special here for you?
Oh. I was gonna say, do you have the 30 health for a nectar? Do you know? No.
That's good.
Okay, so there's Demeter over there, who I still need to accept boons from, or Zeus. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, Zeus is maxed out, except for Athena's up there. I need to do a lot of Ares. And I need to accept 6 more boons from Demeter. Nah. Did I ever hit this? Wait, more movement speed? More movement speed! Zoom!
Break it up, witches.
Okay, I need you to stop that. I think I've slammed them out of the map.
Bye now, ladies.
I mean, okay. I'll take the duo boon. I don't know that I'm ever gonna run out of lives. I don't think my auto aim worked in that smoke screen, which is interesting.
Good enough to eat.
That's not something I think I was aware of. And so I need a lot of Ares. I think I'll put on Ares' thing, because I can only get one boost to him per run, which is what sucks. But you know, that's what dying over and over is for. Because, like, one thing I can do to boost the friendship of any of the gods is just put on their artifact so that their boon spawns right there at the front, give them a gift, and then just let myself be killed. And it works. Because they'll just continue spawning there first. Yes, it is. But it's still effective.
I'm as healthy as can be, but cheers.
Like, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. I mean, I'm probably already going to have to kill myself a couple times to, like, progress the house, basically. Because the house will progress every time I do a run. Successfully or failed. Either or.
Pay for that.
There's Sea Storm. Knock those away, they're struck by lightning. So now, every time I shoot them, they get hit for 40 lightning damage. Actually, they get hit for 80 because they're knocked away twice.
How many now?
Well, there's Ares, so I wouldn't need to hunt him down. I wouldn't need to like put on his artifacts. I'll just go in here and say hi to him. Apparently Ares is like the speedrunner choice, but like nothing of his feels like stuff that I like.
Olympus calls. Lord Ares, it is my privilege to...
I do appreciate this gift to me, although you really shouldn't have. The suffering which you inflict is ample compensation in itself. Know that I admire your Lord Father very much, for his grim work lets me continue mine. I trust that one day you shall settle your dispute.
Darkness, Nectar, or Chaos. I'll take Chaos.
In the name of Hades.
Every time I attack, well, I guess we're going to have some fun. I could just say screw my health, but that would get annoying. You see the effect every time.
It's your
If you're wondering
new
about my
officials.
cast, it has a cooldown. It regenerates and has a cooldown. That's the alternate upgrade than the one that I normally do that has like that builds up 3 casts. It's like I don't have to wait for it to come loose from an enemy. It'll just automatically regenerate. But that does mean I only have 1 unless I do something that increases the amount that I have.
The barge of death is always here for me.
Obviously, if I get to like 3 of them or so, just from various means, then it gets real interesting. Because I can shoot like, I think 3 is the breaking point where at that point I just have enough to just infinitely cast. And there's multiple sources you can get these from. I don't know that you can get more from Hermes, but he can speed up the regeneration, right? You can get some from... What's it? Chaos. Yeah, with I saw a little bit about how they're adding animalities. I've never really played Mortal Kombat, so I can only guess that it involves being animal, because someone shared it in a stream, an art stream. Now, cliche is cliche. I'm gonna take a wild freaking guess and say Scorpion turns into a giant scorpion. Okay, good. I can now attack normally. Oh, yay. Hermes.
Stay dead. There he is. In the name of Hades.
Dash. Dash. Call. Here, I'll take money.
Again, your tampering. There. Satisfied?
No. Hammer, 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 hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, I know I can recognize those names. I'm not going to recognize like names of Mortal Kombat characters. I know like 2, and we already discussed one of them. More movement speed.
What do I get?
Zoom! Oh, money? Okay.
Let me in.
Yoink!
Let's see you avoid this.
Obviously, people need to watch movies. Nope, keep that guy away from me.
There.
Oh, well, shop, or shop. I guess I take shop. Oh, and it's Aphrodite. Hadn't seen her all this time.
I'll take this one.
I mean, I don't need to. I'm pretty certain Aphrodite is, well, okay, she could take a, Ambrosia.
Useless.
I'll take care of this.
Hammer.
Done and done.
It's been a while since I've seen any of the Terminator movies. I definitely haven't watched any of the newer stuff. Oh, that's a lot of things up here.
Looks
Eesh.
like a good spot. There. Just a crustacean.
No. Yeah, we should be almost done with Asphodel. Should be like a couple more rooms and then the boss. Okay, what we got? Key gem, again, screw it. Chaos.
All right. In the name of Hades.
More better boons every freaking time. 70% more damage, but a whole bunch of foes.
Chaos guide me.
Yeah, I'm taking that shot. I have no need for Dionysus. Take that. I'll take that. Oh!
This is not the deadly Hydra chamber I expected.
Oh! I don't really have a safe place, do I? I see we flooded the Hydra chamber.
Diamond. Got some heft.
Just as we were finishing cleaning up Elysium.
Okay, so I got Ares, so I don't need to care. Like, if I saw Aphrodite, it could potentially let me give her... So I think what I want to do is I want to put on Demeter's, because that'll force at least one spawn. I need, how many more? 3.
Get out of this damn heat. And check. Let's slay some heroes then.
Unfortunately, I'm at the point where I can't take these anymore because it requires 15, I only have 10. I'm a little unhappy. Like, I haven't said anything. One of the mirror buffs that I specifically turned on isn't working. And it's like, it's a little annoying. I'm a little unhappy about it. You get rid of this? Nah.
That's better.
Because, one of the buffs is supposed to, like, increase, like, by 80% the amount of resources you get, like, the darkness, the gems, stuff like that. But it also applies to the drops from the boss, which works out to always double the 1. And because of a quality of life, like a generic quality of life mod, if you do more heat than you're required, you get the rewards for all the ones between anyway. So, I had specifically turned on that resources buff, because I would be getting, like, 14 diamonds from the boss, from, like, that last boss, but it's not working, so I only got 7. Patroclus won't be very helpful to me, but
just the relief from misery that I was.
That's both very dejected.
oh, he's maxed out. I just need Sisyphus a lot more.
So, stranger, how goes willful
Well, you know it's going. That I've been able to make it this far means I'm getting somewhere, I suppose.
No use trying to reason with my brethren here. Many of the shades whom you've encountered, why, I watched them.
Take care then.
Makes little difference, I should think.
Oh, Chaos Gate. Excellent. Yeah, if I remember my math right, like, the whole run is gonna end on Chamber 125. So you can see about how much more we have to go through. Although, granted, that's doing all of the, like, little side chambers in the hub at the end.
In the name of Hades.
So I can cut some off. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna be at this for a little while, Chaos.
Might as well.
But, you know, it's fun. I like having the really long runs. It lets me get a lot more stuff. I'd be having even more stuff if my mirror thing worked, but, you know. That's probably because I had to quit the game and go remove one mod. It's like, I think if I had got, like, thought that it would have... more attack damage? If I had thought it would happen, and went and checked the mirror, it probably would be working, but I didn't know it would happen, because I've never had that particular problem with my sickness save file, because obviously I started it brand new with all the mods installed. Centaur Soul, next boon's upgraded rarity, and money. Yeah, I'll take lightning. I want to see Asterius. Yeah, oh god. I forgot I have the measures on.
Bronze with which I'm adored now, short one. Your doing is I understand.
My father is to thank for that, not me. I've proven difficult for him to contain, so now I'm beneficiary of his latest pact of punishment. You're welcome.
I haven't thanked you as of yet. Though come, I'll repay you suitably for having me encased within this suit.
He does not sound happy. So let's give him lightning. I'm gonna get rid of that impervious BS there, buddy.
Well done. I yield.
A warm-up for later. In the name of Hades.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
You want to die again?
Get this stupid butterflies out of here. I can't do that. Hermes. Just love this stupid high speed gun. It's like all this attack speed. 1% every second.
That's goat speed, all right.
Demeter. I made a butterfly ball, which is going to die very quickly. Yeah, here.
In the name of Hades. A boon for a boon.
I'm running out of choices for her, but at the same time, I think I'm done. One more. Great. Well, I get one more from her, and I've maxed out all the information. And then all that's left of the Olympian gods, Ares, who will probably require some shenanigans. Stop existing. Hate those shield dupes. Sure. All the little explosive pains in the butt. Stop it with the butterflies. Flies are evil and prohibited.
I've been waiting for a special moment to confess my great appreciation for your deeds. This moment's special enough, isn't it?
Do I need to turn off the stream so this can't be seen? No. Okay, there's not exactly a lot here. I mean, that's a lot of damage.
Lady Demeter won't mind, will she? What do we have?
More movement speed? More movement speed. Okay, what are my options here?
Let me have it.
Into the Chaos Gate.
Fishing point. Here.
Special does 100. Hmm.
What lurks in the waters of chaos?
Just gradually increasing all of my attack power. I think I'm dealing like 300% damage. And I 110% would have taken like a trade from Aphrodite because Aphrodite has the highest
Not what I need right now.
Aphrodite has the highest attack power increase because weak isn't considered very great. Although these, like, massive bullets of water do a lot because of all the other boons that we have. Where is... Oh, he blended in! Aries or money? No, I don't particularly like Aries.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Time to collect.
Oh wow, it even applies to like the room award money. I didn't know 100 like if it did or not. Because it says can't collect money, and I've noticed it not dropping, but I didn't know if it applied to the room award as well. That's intriguing.
Picked up their scent.
The curse of chaos has expired.
Okay. I think I could go in there. Yeah. Well, I'll get another Demeter, one way or another.
I'll take care of this.
Should... No, I was gonna say should be close to the end, but then I thought about it. No.
Ooh, good.
Nah. Yeah.
Is my hair sticking up?
Because, like, we should still have a fair number of rooms.
This is for you. I give to you this token of respect.
Sure.
Just what I need.
380% more damage than with the slam. Or I can just make my god gauge turn up faster. Oh yeah, because of the, like, because of the hostile takeover actually happened, kinda.
Easy.
Now you just gotta do yourself as a teacher. Nah. Oh, there's chaos. I think the only thing that'll deter me from going down there with chaos is if Demeter's on one of the rewards. Just so I'm done with that.
Come, son of Hades.
Yeah, I will. Yeesh.
Got it. Another progeny.
A fine display.
I don't want anything that ruins my attack. But I will take something.
Power of primordial chaos. I implore the fates.
Please not come then.
You again.
Shoot everything. There's so many bombs coming at me! I was gonna say, where's the other one?
Right there.
There is a
Violence.
I'm out of stuff I can get from Ares. Unless I replace something. Because like the rest of his boons require having either his attack or his special or his cast. Oh, there's Demeter. There's the last one I wanted. Okay, now I've gotten enough boons for all the Lincolns to have their maxed out little story thing in the Codex. Got all the explosives!
It's Demeter. In the name of Hades.
Yeah? Yeah. I don't need healing. We are a couple chambers from the end, though, of this area. Like I said, it normally ends on about 120, and there's about 25 chambers in the last area. But they're all really fast because they don't have 80 million waves of enemies.
They are as good as dead.
Vast riches.
Okay, the explosions will stop, finally. Well, never mind. The bombs being hurled at me will stop, but the explosions shall continue. Nope, I hadn't really paid any attention to the Marvel stuff. I've only barely watched Iron Man 1 and 2. Like, it never particularly caught my interest, and now it's just stupidly massive.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Oh, so he gets to be a villain. Excellent. God, there's so many of these things. Yeah, this should be the final shot. Yeah.
Always hits the spot. Should help keep me going.
I mean, they'll give me 8% more damage. Okay, now how does Theseus look with this pact?
Mysterious. Other guy.
Jesus.
It's finally time, Mysterious. He's here. Aren't you now, you vile, insignificant hellspawn? Prepare now to be overrun.
Oh, this is unfair. That's a bronze-plated Macedonian Tau Lambda. What's an obnoxious bellyache like you doing with the most durable chariot created to date?
You don't deserve to know. Suffice it that Asterius and I were handsomely rewarded once again, and we shall not hesitate to exploit our hard-fought spoils against you.
Get your stupid chariot out of here. Like, I'm ignoring the bull. Oh, Jesus!
That's all for today's show. Very nice. That shade there. Have I got a fan?
Yeah, there's one shade here that's like, I'm going to support Zagreus. I noticed him in my sick playthrough. Okay, we're doing this. Since I got robbed last time.
Got it. Almost out of here.
Probably. I mean, aren't they full of just like alternate universes? You know, the lazy storytelling device. It's like, oh, we kind of run out of what we can do here. Let's go to a different universe. We can do something there.
Should check this way.
These poor, poor enemies. These poor, poor enemies.
It's one of their layers. Shiny.
Yeah, it's like they kind of had to continue without the X-Men because Sony had them for the longest freaking time.
Maybe this way.
I'll take money.
As well. It's reloading. Yes. Not yet.
I'm sure there are a ton of people wondering how the Phoenix would do up against, was it Thanos?
Found it already.
You arrived sooner than anticipated, cousin, and my estimations seldom are inaccurate. All for the best, of course. Perhaps you're simply faster than I thought.
Yeah, I have like an insane, insane movement speed. It is great. I'm going to hate it when I like no longer have it.
Could check the other passageways before I go. I'll take this one.
My heavy-breathing professional associate was...
You'll see, there's that, like that. You know, the thing I didn't get more of. But, like I said, it can go faster.
Gods grant me strength.
I think I'm good. I'm not gonna go through all those other chambers. I will fish, though.
I got one. It's a scuffer, all right.
Thus has the prince again persuaded.
Did you see the joke controller?
Be right with you, father.
Shortly after the something with Wolverine and Deadpool. Okay. All right.
As quickly as I could.
Yeah. Okay, I unlocked the extreme measures for this guy.
Of the pact of punishment to which you are bound. Even when my servants resorted to extreme measures, they were still unable to surpass you then. So now it is my turn.
Caught you unprepared, did I? After Theseus and his Macedonian, I have expected to see you thundering around on some golden chariot of your own drawn by sable steeds. That sort of thing. But it's just you.
I don't know what this is gonna do.
It is just me indeed. However, that should be more than necessary here. No holding back this time, Zagreus. Are you ready?
I'm not worried, particularly. Longer runs to me, like, does mean I get vastly overpowered very... What is this? Oh, he has one of these guys as an minion. Okay. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. Butterfly ball? Oh.
The goddess of the hunt ought to know when to retreat. No holding back.
What are you doing?
I have them in my sights.
Oh! Oh, that's great. That's... Oh. Okay, understood. He gets a summon. Alright.
No.
Does he get another phase?
Not finished with you yet.
He gets a third phase. Oh, God. Okay, here you go. Have more arrows. I'm glad to have the broken gun with the extremely high attack speed.
I went all out, and still I must go.
Yeah, get out of here. Go progress the house for me so we can try and work on that epilogue.
In the name of Hades.
It's fun.
This can unlock a hidden
Mods make it more fun so I can do stupid things.
What lurks in
But that's what the
surface.
that's why I disclosed that straight out in the stream title. Okay. Thank you.
Caught me a trout.
Thus, having once more gained at the surface of his grim-faced father's realm beneath the earth, resourceful Zagreus makes his way toward the one-time abode of radiant Persephone. It is a journey of considerable distances, which he has already completed many times, and which has always ended in the same result. So, imagine he made it there with just time enough to water the crops and tidy up a bit before... How?
So I don't even get to make the walk. I mean, fine.
I'm sure Mother's cottage is perfectly fine.
Okay. Where is she? Where are any of them?
Achilles, something awakened in Varatha when I spoke the words. It revealed to me a form I'd never seen, wielded by the warrior called Guan Yu, handsomely dressed, and just as you described. That's no Greek name, is it?
No, I don't think so, lad. I don't know who this Guan Yu is, or where he's from, or even when he's from. But the Fates must have a plan for him and you. Anyway, I think my part in this has ended. Varatha served you well, no? I trusted it in life. I trust it now. Fear is for the weak.
Fear is for the weak.
Prince, so is it really true then that you're staying? And that you'll be working here officially, I guess?
Well, when you put it that way, yes, I guess it is. We're going to try and make it work like this for now.
Well, you know what that means, don't you? We're official co-workers now. Isn't that so exciting? We can share our latest learnings, compare notes about the challenges we're up against, run into one another in the hall.
She's got such a massive
You've been
crush.
doing everything you said this entire time.
But it is not the same. The entire feel of it's completely different now. You'll see. So, okay, bye!
Would I potentially be concerned about going to try and find the Hades and Persephone by going to look in their bedroom?
What is it with the generosity lately? Look, I'll just stash this with the rest if you really don't have a better thing to do with it than dump it off on me.
Hey, that's an idea. One of these days or nights, we'll have enough of this stuff to throw a feast to make all of Olympus jealous.
So between us, all you're attempting to break out of here, over and over, you're now authorized to keep that up? Exposing weaknesses in underworld security, huh?
Something like that. I guess I've gotten pretty decent about escaping from a place that's known for being inescapable. Lets me keep in touch with the other side of the family, work with you from time to time.
I have to say, I never thought I'd hear you talking about looking forward to working, Zag. You feeling all right? Spending too much time on the surface, maybe?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. I never thought I was much good at anything, but if my fated purpose is to be a master of frustrating father's efforts to make everything strictly perfect, I think I'm okay with that.
Well then, I'll be looking forward to working with you in a more official capacity, even if we're still supposed to keep it all under wraps, for sake of appearances. See you out there.
Bye, Than.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of dying to progress the house, aren't I? Okay, not in here. No. I pressed that button once. I don't need to hear like one of the stupid inspirational poster quotes.
The master chambers.
No, they're not in here. Are they in the garden?
Have you considered doing music making as a recreational pursuit, my friend? You have such slender hands, why, I believe you do quite well at it.
Not really been at the top of my list of late, mate. But who knows? It's something I've been meaning to try at some point, I suppose. Thanks for the words of encouragement.
Of course, my friend.
A moment. Hold, child. I have a message for you from my daughters themselves, concerning the blade of the underworld in your possession.
What
Wait,
form is this gonna be?
And Stygius. I'm honored that they would have taken any notice of me. What is it that they want for me to know?
They wish for me to impart to you these words, so that your blade, in turn, may hear them uttered from your lips. I see your kingly pardon from a prison of stone. Repeat them and remember.
I see your kingly pardon from a prison of stone. This must be for one of the weapon's hidden forms. Please tell your daughters I am very grateful, Nyx.
I shall, child. Although I'm certain they already know. Though whether they are aiding you or this is simply what must come to pass, I cannot say.
I'll take my chances it's the former.
Okay. Oops.
Got you some more of that contraband you like? Don't suppose I could help you put it away or anything?
Look at me, Zag. You think that all these gifts will make things go back to the way they were? They won't. It isn't possible.
Were they childhood friends? Somehow?
I'd hope we're wiser too.
Well, I thought they were dating for a bit. Okay, can I not talk to you, I guess? Okay, I'll try reloading the area in a bit.
Here, you can have these, Chef. Always a pleasure.
Keys, diamonds, love it. That... What happened? I'm not touching that.
Should check the garden.
I know oh, there they are. I know I specifically made sure.
Hades. Mortals are much more resilient than that. What, do you think they'll show up at your gates here all at once? They have our family looking out for them.
That is what I'm afraid of. Do you truly believe my brothers and the rest shall take the sort of care of them while they draw breath, as we do here after they have expired?
It's true we have to look out for them indefinitely, while Olympus need only look out for them for a little while. But our relatives are always watching from their mountain. And if they do turn a blind eye once in a while, mortals aren't bad at fending for themselves.
But they are never satisfied, always begging us to provide more and more.
They like us, Hades. They praise us, tell one another about us. What do you expect? Would you rather they forgot about us?
No. No, I suppose not. But they need us.
Well, we need them.
Okay, so, admittedly, when I installed the mods, one of them was like a change to the mirror, which needs a lot of darkness. So I went in here because was this? And it's like, I changed it to give 50,000, but I changed it back. I got like the default file. Nothing should be free. Cause like I got enough darkness to like take what I had and put me like on parity with what I would have if I had that mod from the start. So I don't know why this is all free. Okay, Orpheus, I need you to stop. Oh wow, you can hear him all the way over here, huh?
Prophecy has been fulfilled.
I hate you because I know I had that egg on. Does it not count if I have the... Does the egg thing not count if I have on the extreme measures? Okay, they're still out there, or they have moved. Yes. I can gift you.
I must confess, I do enjoy having a good bottle of nectar every now and then. And you appear to have a careful eye for such bottles, from what I can tell.
My careful eye has got to be the green one, hasn't it? To having a discerning eye, Mother.
What else?
Yes, I can't do anything with you. Okay, I have enough gems now, I think. Did I not?
Here's the fee. At least we have a backup singer if we need one.
What did you purchase now?
Okay, so there's definitely some things broken. Because when I was getting this set up with the mods, before I had checked this, and it's like I had the other things, like the side quest things, like calling for chaos.
Hey, Rome. Just what I always wanted.
Well, see, I know the shop, because the shop is just editing a text file. That's why I was like, I don't know what's going on there.
If it could, his heavy-handed touch.
That's how I could modify it to give me the 50,000 per purchase that I said. Because you can see how expensive some of these are if I do this.
How about a new beginning?
So it's like, okay, this you can start with 500. Because it is supposed to be balanced yet broken to let you get to a higher level of power as you play around. So it's like you can start with 500. You can start with plus 100 plus 100 health. And stuff like that. You can start with 5 dashes. This is the mainly broken one. Everything else I think could be dealt with, but this and this are the two mainly broken ones. Because this can restore, this can go up to 25, and this can give you 3 lives that replenish every room. Oh, and this can go up to 50.
Looking good.
Ah, you did it, boyo. Reward's right over there.
You know what, let's unlock this. I want to see what this is.
Your kingly pardon from a prison of stone. A future aspect. What sort of name is Arthur?
Excalibur?
Grant me the aspect of Arthur,
Great.
Wow.
I'm not using that because I want to do, interesting. I want to do some house progression, which means running and dying. Which means unlock this. This is the one I knew about for certain, because I just would give myself 15 health, go out there with take 100% more damage, and then just die. What is under here?
You did it, pal.
What I get?
Huzzah!
What in blazes?
Why would I want that?
I knew you had it in you, pal. Enjoying your new prize? Pack the punishment, smack the punishment, no problem. Know what I mean? Of course, that was just the easy one you got there. Pretty sure I could have got that one myself.
Wait, just so I understand, I literally toiled through hell and back, and my reward is just a statue of you. Don't get me wrong, it's lovely, it's just... I don't know what I expected.
Look, boyo, there was a little mix-up when we put in the request for that thing, see? I told him to make something that'll make me look good with my sources, and anyway, that's how it all turned out. The other ones turned out much better, though, you'll see.
I'm not sure I want to.
Just in case. Let's see here.
16. Okay, Ares. Because I know of the gods that Ares is the only one that needs a lot of work. So we are going to go do some shenanigans to progress and try and get some conversations done. And maybe this will fix the... That's... You're gonna make me actually do something.
Daedalus power.
Because I don't want to die until I see Ares. I should go to that stupid mirror and turn on the higher chance of, like, boon and whatever. Do not give... Okay.
Where now?
This feels very strange compared to the normal one. Don't hurt me. No, do not touch me. I'm not dumb. I know that that guy does like 8 damage normally, so he'd be doing 16 now.
You have shown me nothing but respect and granted me your favor repeatedly, Lord Ares. This is the least that I can do in kind.
Most often when I'm given offerings, it is with wishes that I lend my favor in a coming war. Yet from you, my kin, I sense no such motive. I'm quite taken aback by that, I must admit.
It's like, I know what's going to kill me very quickly.
I have many aspirations, my good kin. To be plain with you about my own motive for a moment. As long as you continue bringing swift and steady death, you shall have my unyielding support.
Sure. I mean, I'm going to immediately go to whatever will let me die.
No.
Thank you.
Is that music?
Yeah, he's singing. He was singing before.
Wait, so what's all this about you working here? I thought they fired you and that was why you left.
Hypnos, you think all these times I've died, it's because I was upset I was let go from a miserable job?
Why else?
Hypnos, you have a problem.
Thought I'd put in a house contractor order to keep that codex of yours sorted, lad. Now that you know so many on Olympus, figured it must be a lot keeping track of all their blessings and such.
Yes, that should definitely come in handy, sir. I'm still getting a handle on everything I can do with all the Olympians' powers fused with mine.
You have powers?
Keep at it.
Oh, Cerberus. Doubtless you deserve the biggest thanks that this house still stands, don't you? Did you enjoy the treat I brought you from the surface?
The surface treat devouring hound of hell provides the Queen a most decidedly affirmative response.
I thought you might. You wouldn't know it wasn't made of meat, I'll bet. I'll see if we can't grow you plenty more.
Father, all this stuff with the Olympians, will you just tell me what's going on for once? How did Mother come to join you here? What's your problem with Uncle Zeus?
I thought she already told you. Ah, come with me, now.
Well, this seems important.
Swear to me that you shall never repeat what you are about to hear. Swear it.
All right, I swear. I swear in your own name I'll keep what you're about to say between us. So?
So, you had it mostly right before. After I inherited the underworld, your Uncle Zeus felt sympathy for me, he says. Your mother, he knew she was unhappy on Olympus, and he knew I was drawn to her. So what did he do? He brought her here, gave her to me as a gift.
You weren't expecting a gift like that. But she didn't want to return to Olympus, and you liked her, so you didn't send her away. And you were angry with Zeus for putting you in that position. Cut ties with him.
Yes. The blasted fool with all his flights of fancy. He does whatever he wants. He could have achieved a similar outcome in a limitless number of reasonable ways, rather than resort to what was tantamount to kidnapping, even if she wanted to leave.
And now if Demeter and the others found all this out, you and Mother, even Zeus, would be in a bad spot, wouldn't he? You must have a temper on him to match yours.
You know nothing of tempers if mine is your frame of reference, Zagreus. Now enough of this. You know the rest. Remember your oath.
I will. Take care, Father.
Prophecy foretold. What kind of prophecy?
You appear to have grown stronger since when we last interacted, child. Your bedroom mirror may appear to be the cause, but then of course the real cause is you.
Your faith in me means a lot, Nyx.
Sorted the cutlery, wiped the counters, replaced the candles, did the dishes, swept the floor, inspected the barrels. Let's see what else. Oh, the prince! It's you!
It's me. Dusa, I'm impressed you're able to manage this whole lounge all by yourself. How do you do it? What's your secret?
Secret? I'm 2 weeks behind schedule with this place, at least. Unfortunately, no one here seems very good at keeping time, so no one's gotten on my case just yet, but... Oh, you aren't gonna tell, are you?
Of course not. What's behind schedule, though? This place doesn't seem any worse for wear than usual.
Well, that's just it. Miss Nyx, she tasked me with a pretty big project a while back to make this place worthy of the name, which means there's so much left to do. I need to get everything ready. Please excuse me, Prince.
I get the feeling that involves me spending a lot of gems.
I became so enthralled with song once more, my friend, that I have been inspired to compose another one. For old time's sake, perhaps.
This is amazing, mate. You sing quite beautifully with or without your muse.
How kind of you, although my voice is nothing but the crunch of gravel underfoot compared to hers, which soars as though on wings.
Okay. Yeah, these haven't, like, the things haven't reappeared, but they were definitely there. Because I know I went and looked through it when I was making sure everything was, like, working properly. I was like, oh, okay, this is here. Excellent.
To question fate.
Okay. Slay 10,000 or more foes. How many have I killed? Okay. This seems important, since I got that after a particular conversation. But what are the requirements? I mean, most of them are maxed out, with the exception of that final one, and except for Ares. And even that final one is in, like, 1 or 2 more meetings. Oh, and Hermes. Like, they've all got their entry complete. So I think that matters a lot. Let go. Let's go do our best to be able to quickly find a god, if needed. Famine. Well, I've slain more than 10,000 foes, or do I need to kill 10,000 more? Or do I talk with Ares? Let's go progress. Progress by death.
Do your worst, father.
Again?
Modified. Out.
Great. You're gonna make it harder for me to die. Actually, if this works like the sword, like the sword health upgrade thing, this shouldn't be terribly bad. Because it shouldn't. It should only give me like. What's 30 from the 25? 8. Okay.
More wretches. Lord Ares, as bloodshed has become somewhat of a necessity in my situation, I'm very grateful that you're with me in this. I know never to take it for granted.
You're most gracious with me, my kin, and I remain enthralled as ever by your blood-soaked way of life. I trust the violence I have wrought on your behalf has been quite satisfactory. 10,000 souls have fallen to you now,
Okay.
my hellborn kin. I am rather beside myself, I must admit. Fine work.
Yeah, whatever.
The will
It doesn't matter. I'm. Oh, that's that prophecy. I was like, oh, prophecy. Oh, wait, no, that's just the other one. Okay. I want to run a test. I want to check something. Okay, I can't do...
Why, nephew, you procured the rod of fishing, I detect. Fine handiwork, if I say so myself. Its line
You're
is
gonna...
nigh invisible and causes denizens of my domain to flock to it like mortals to temples of mine. Good fortune with that thing.
Okay. Whatever. I just wanted to see if I could give, like, a better, like, give the upgraded offering to him. Oh, this works. This works very well. That worked excellently for my purposes.
Oh, blasted spike traps everywhere.
Okay, so if I'm getting, yeah, Ares is as maxed as can be right now.
How goes it? Achilles, did you ever used to pray to the gods? Make offerings to them and such back when you were alive?
Prayed mostly to my mother, lad. I always had my doubts the gods were listening, that they could even hear. Though I suppose that if you make an offering, they might be so inclined, just for the moment anyway. They're helping much.
They're helping.
Who's his mother?
Sir.
It's like, I would assume Athena, but I could be wrong.
You're happy to see Mother home again, huh, boy? Only wish you could have told me about her before.
The hell-born monster Cerberus contentedly ignores the prince's callous, inconsiderate remark.
Hey.
Tell me something, boy. Zagreus. Why did you do all this? Return the queen. Go to such lengths. At a certain point, you must have learned the way I felt about her. Yet still you persisted. If I were you, I'd not have done me any favors.
I didn't often stop to give it much thought. I just knew I needed to find her. And then as soon as I did, I knew I needed her in my life. In other words, doing you any favors was never a priority, Father. Just ended up that way, I guess.
I see. I appreciate your candor. Nevertheless, I thank you. I do not know how you accomplished what you did, but know that I'm grateful for the outcome, even if I fail to act like it much of the time.
You're welcome.
Hello, my friend.
Oh.
Father, I know we can't exactly...
I can dispose of this properly. Speaking of disposal, I've no further need for this here, so rid me of it, why don't you? On your way out.
Maybe this is what I need for that, that plan. Maybe I needed that conversation.
I don't know what to say. Hey, Orpheus. I take it you know all about the time I burned my father's hands to a crisp the moment I was born. He grasped me by the feet, and they caught fire. And that's why he still wears those fancy rings, to cover up the hideous scar tissue.
But that is such a splendid tale, Zagreus, deserving to be sung both far and wide, until it turns into the stuff of myth, as deathless as the gods themselves. I'll gladly tell that one about.
Great.
Zagreus, do you not feel any remorse about lying to the gullible Orpheus?
About how you must feel, Dusa. Working for Father, I mean. I was so intent on running away from here, but here I am.
Look, Prince, your father's always been a pretty scary god. And this is something between you and him. Though, if you can forgive him, I guess it means you'd stay.
Hello, cat.
I would like that.
Meow.
So that's where I stand.
Meow.
I know it's really complicated, though.
Meow.
Yeah. Thanks, though.
So if there's anything that I can do for you, Nyx, you need but ask, all right? I plan to pull my weight.
Your services were always welcome here. Please acclimate yourself at your own rate. I am available to answer any questions you may have at any time.
Thank you, my friend. I have to tell you, it's good to be back.
Palm trees are coming in nicely.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you, Fates.
So I feel like the main thing I have at that point I'm got my cup of tea, I'm working on it.
That one looks interesting.
I think if anything, I might need to have conversations with Zeus.
What could go wrong?
Because, like, it would be Zeus, Demeter... It would be Zeus or Demeter that I would need to talk to, I think, for any... Excuse me!
Nephew, I'm mightily impressed with your ability to cull those rivers there of all the denizens of my domain. Your crusty father's not entitled to the bounties of the sea. But on my limitless authority, you are. You have my rod of fishing. Now have this.
What is this?
Oh.
Alright, let's catch some fish.
I'm not out here to fish, though. I suppose I'll fish.
Now. Hellfish.
I wonder, actually, since I've done technically a quest for Ares, can I progress his relationship? Like, if I do this quest, can I do the... like, can I give Poseidon, his thing? Like, I want to talk to Zeus. Where's Zeus? I'd like to talk to Zeus, please. Thank you. Oh, I have no boons, so it gives me money. Great. I never knew that was a thing.
do you know? A hellfish.
I'd like to speak with Zeus. Game says no. I'd like to not take damage. I have no health.
Sharpened.
Your father must have told you that his governance over the underworld is due more to the weaving of the fates than by his choice. Admittedly, he got the short end of the stick, whereas Poseidon and myself, why, we've been doing rather well indeed.
Lord Zeus's strength. No.
Like, my only hint is I need to progress Hades, or I need to talk to Zeus or Demeter.
Spikes continue to be painful.
Hey, Adusa, let me guess. You're here regarding the procession of these shades who've been standing here for quite some time, clogging the hall a bit. They barely moved at all.
You guessed it, Mr. Hypnos. So, have you, given any thought to maybe focusing the traffic flow through here a little bit to keep the hallway clearer and, oh, I don't know, put some sort of time limit in place?
You know, can't say I have. I've got my registration list, and I have had to keep a careful eye on it. With all the shades that have been pouring in, it's really gotten slow around here.
It definitely has. I have to go. Hope you get yourself some rest, okay?
You bet.
Like,
Thank you
where's the
very
key?
much, my son. You know, gift-giving customs of the underworld are just so much more straightforward than the complicated social graces of Olympus.
If there are other ways of showing one's appreciation than with nectar and the like, well, they must pale in comparison, I'm sure. Mother, just how long has it been snowing on the surface, do you know? Because it seems to me that Demeter, grandmother I should say, well, it's been very cold up there each time I've been.
I was afraid of that. I wanted to believe the snow about my cottage. It was native to the climate there, but seems that Mother took my absence harder than I thought. Oh, what have I done? All those poor people.
It's not your fault. You couldn't have known. And we can fix this, right?
We can and shall.
Okay, that sounds important.
More nectar for the old disposal service, Father, if you don't mind. Come on, you must have tried the stuff, at least in the days before you were here. Didn't you ever enjoy yourself at any point?
I don't require beverages in order to enjoy myself, boy. Unlike so many of your kin upon their mountain. Yet this blasted substance somehow finds its way to my domain. Then fine. You wish for the customs here to be more akin to Olympus? Why not?
Why not? Father, have you ever considered that Orpheus might be much better as a court musician if you permitted him to see his muse again?
I have considered many possibilities, boy. And I trust Orpheus considered many possibilities before he signed away his rights to see his so-called muse when once he invaded my realm.
So you're forcing him to stay here for eternity just because he signed a contract with you?
Contracts with me are binding. Until such time as they dig themselves out of the archives and tear themselves up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
I can take care of that.
Who knows? They might surprise you.
It's like, it would have to appear here again, but I can take care of that.
Of late about Eurydice, my friend. She is as delicate as I described, no doubt. Ah, but I am dwelling on her once again, it seems.
I knew she was a talented musician, mate, but you never let on that she is an amazing chef as well. She's been hospitable to me each time we've met, though you still seem to be a bit of a sore subject.
How very understandable indeed. Were I to have been failed to be rescued from the depths of hell, mere moments from escape, I too would be quite cross with my attempted rescuer. And for quite some time.
I'm working on it, mate.
You have been served a pact of punishment now, child. I thought to talk your father out of it at first, but it may serve to let you grow your power even more.
Something about setbacks building character, I guess. I didn't take you for someone to look on the bright side of things, Nix.
I was at like 32 attempts last I saw, and I'm still getting some of these earlier conversations.
Your influence throughout this realm shall surely grow. Though do not overextend, of course.
No problem whatsoever, I'm sure.
I mean, I had a complete by like attempt 15, I think, and we're at 36. Okay, please just give me Zeus immediately.
What's the worst that could happen?
So I can, like, see if there's
Do
any...
not
Oh.
stray far again into the pits of Tartarus, or become lost like all its residents. Content yourself to look upon it from afar.
How about I take a closer look?
Thank you.
So you are son to Hades by that Nyx, the night goddess, is that correct, nephew? Well, I suppose she's closest to a queen as your lord fathers like to find down there. I tried to match him up with some more wholesome types, but no, and here we are.
Laser me.
Oh no!
I need to turn that off. I know that's in the pact too. Turning off that shield would let me die a lot faster.
I forgot something.
Okay, he's not there.
It's my great pleasure to make your acquaintance. Call me Dusa, please. I'm your house custodian, and I am at your service. Anything you need, just call, okay?
Dusa, wonderful to know you. This house is immaculate. Night and day difference from before. Now I know exactly whom to compliment.
Thanks so much. I will not let you down.
Thank you in turn.
I think if I go into my room and come out, I can have a
To know
conversation with
whether Father
her.
authorized the transfer of a Macedonian Tau Lambda chariot to Elysium in recent memory. I ran into the former hero Theseus all joyriding about in one of those.
I know the chariot you mean. It's not just any Macedonian. It's modified, apparently by Daedalus himself. No earthly weapons can do what it does. Though, please don't tell me Theseus put on that mask.
What, you mean the golden matching mask? I saw him wearing it all right. Looked like a proper fool, I thought. What of it, though?
Well, I think that Daedalus would certainly agree. Heard that he fashioned that mask and outfit as a little joke. For someone deeply prideful and well unaware. It must have suited Theseus quite well then, yes?
That it did, most definitely, sir.
More gifts.
Have another bottle, why don't you, Father? Not like it's going to change anything between us, right? All the nectar in the underworld can't change what's already happened. Or change yourself.
You're probably correct. You must think it is my age that makes me obstinate. Unable to change my nature. But I have always been inflexible. You think I'm proud of it? You call me father, like it's an insult. I deserve the title only as a technicality, I know.
You could start being a better father at any point. There's no one stopping you but you.
Yes, well, unfortunately I am a significant impediment. You should be well aware of that. You were able to stop me. I have, thus far, been unable to do so.
Well, with that attitude...
It is woefully infrequent that I've cause for this, but I do have to thank you, boy. You've culled the satyrs and the vermin, bringing ruin to our temple there. Blasted creatures multiplying at an alarming rate.
They're not doing your bidding, yet they're every bit as bothersome as all your wretched servants I've met. I'm surprised you aren't getting along.
They are a plague upon this realm, although we have them well contained for now. And once they are rightly dead, they tend to swear to me their fealty.
Pushovers. You know, mate, sometimes I worry that you're taking my tall tales rather seriously. You're not really going about and telling everyone this stuff, are you?
Come now, my friend. I know this is a test of faith. Of course I am committed to the spread of such heroic deeds as yours. And I do so enjoy getting to hear them first.
Zagreus, you have to live with yourself.
What have I done? I heard lately from the goddess Athena, Nyx. She seems to admire you. I thought Olympians didn't like our kind.
They typically do not. But you are family, child. And I believed Athena wise enough to understand why someone such as I would seek her in particular. She has in turn made others in her family aware.
Was I supposed to fail a lot more? It feels like I was supposed to fail a lot more than I did. If there's still some of these backup conversations. Because that seems like early game.
What's going on, Skelly? I'm asking for it.
Nephew, I have somewhat of a favor I must ask. You tell your father, if you so happen to run into him again, that his brother Zeus forgives him and would like to reconnect and welcome him into the family again. You tell him for me,
Is my hair sticking up?
Oh, I forgot to turn off my invincibility. Oh well, I die quickly enough as it anyway. Eventually, they have to run out of conversations for me, right?
Hey, you got turned to ashes by those floating brimstone crystal-y type things. Next time one's turning you to charcoal with those beams of theirs, how about you step on over to the side?
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, they've moved.
Miss Dusa, I wanted to cordially invite you to an outing in the lounge. Remember when you asked me about a drink?
Oh, really? What, you mean right now? I guess I'm overdue to take a break. And, well, since I don't exactly fit the mold of your traditional Gorgon, I mean, I have no body, for example. I had trouble finding work. That is until Lord Hades took me in, and then I met you, and, well, I just love this job.
Oh, I can definitely relate to at least some of that.
Thanks, Your Highness. Prince Zagreus.
Bye for now. Hey, sir. Meant to say I hope I didn't get you into too much trouble after letting me in Father's bedchambers.
Think nothing of it, lad. It was a risk I was willing to take. And for his part, your father looked the other way on that one. Though I did not expect you to get free rein to go there as you please.
Mother can be quite persuasive.
Well, so apparently she can she can, like, float and fly, and she has her, like, hair snakes that she can control like hands. It doesn't seem terrible.
And what of the complaints from Elysium? They wanted the lawns thoroughly manicured for their athletic contests.
Already taken care of. Though the flooding in Asphodel, that doesn't look like something we can clear up for quite some time. Fortunately, the residents seem to be getting accustomed to it.
What does she have that needs to be, like, have something worn
There have
over
been
it?
fewer reports about it as of late. And what of the satyr problem? Blasted things are rampant up there still.
Well, they're probably contained up there, at least. And Zagreus has been keeping them in check, hasn't he?
He has.
I always meant to ask you, Orpheus, where did you learn to sing like that? Was it really Apollo himself who taught you?
Oh, I learned from many different sources, Zagreus. That is, before all of my inspiration started coming from a single source. I credit my accomplishments to her, and to Apollo and the gods. And to considerable time spent practicing.
Well, see, you're looking at it from the perspective of having a body for a long time. She died because her head was cut off.
What's for breakfast? Why, thank you.
So it's like she doesn't have a body that needs to, like, to have the need for fashion.
Built them to last. Just not very many of them, apparently. I'd all but given up on ever finding one.
I sensed this outcome, and it pleases me. Though you never would have simply discovered such a thing. They each are unique artifacts that must be given willingly if they are to retain their shape and power.
I have to say, and I do mean this as a compliment, it's hard for me to imagine Night Incarnate herself fashioning these little keepsakes to be given between friends.
Do not mistake them for their unassuming look. Within them is the strength of an unbreaking bond between two souls conjoined.
And I just adore them.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and out of my room real fast just to check something. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, this is wonderful, except I'm racked with guilt for having nothing much to give you in return. You never even got a mother's love from me.
Please don't say that. It's just a gift, all right? Besides, can't we start now? Mother and son type things, if you would like.
I'd like that even more than this fine nectar, Zagreus.
Remind me to send you an art thing later. Okay, how are... Okay, Sisyphus is low. Persephone, we're still working on there. Hades, we're still working on. Thanatos, I need to run into him out there. And we don't need too much more nectar. I just need to know, like, what key, like, what conversation I need to have happen.
The pact is sealed.
Must be my gleaming sun.
Okay, I don't care about that. Maybe I should try Demeter.
Oh, looks like you died from one of those nasty booby traps left by a wretched pest. Little guys that look like urns? Have you tried avoiding them, maybe?
I have not.
Okay, well, that's a conversation I don't care too much about.
Prince, Persephone, your mother, wow, she's, wow. It's no wonder you wanted to try to find her. She's something else.
I'll link that later, too.
Huh? But still.
It's definitely an adjustment with my mother here, especially for her. I'm glad the two of you are getting on all right. I guess things will be different now, but hopefully it's for the better, isn't it?
Are you kidding? Didn't mean to be so rude. It's just, I think it's definitely better now. We're like a complete team.
Yep, that's what I plan on, the console I plan on getting it on, because I don't have the other two.
Do you miss it yourself, Lord Achilles, sir? The freshness of the air? The need to have meals several times a day and such?
I scarce remember it, my friend. Although your songs do stir up memories sometimes. I'm used to things the way they are, I think. But you, not so much?
I mean, I can actually get the money for the limited, the limited run games version.
We are most fortunate to have employment even after death. Imagine.
By the time I
to
actually get a
work.
hold of it, the Switch 2 might be out.
Now that you mention it, I can't.
I can.
Too bad, boy.
Shut up and take your nectar.
Enough of this, boy. Even mortals know better. I don't want your nectar or ambrosia or whichever offerings. You owe me no such thing. I shall not accept it any longer. In fact, here. You shall take all of it back.
Why? It's just nectar, Father. Lighten up. I get that you're surly about everything, but please at least try toward decency with me. If not for me, then for Mother.
How dare you lecture me? I mean... Look, as you told me yourself, there's no changing what already transpired. And our memories are warnings. When you have lived as long as I have, you come to understand your weaknesses.
What are you getting at? You're just going to give up, stick with what's comfortable for you instead of making any real effort at making peace with your son.
Listen to me. My attempts at making peace are going to be rather subtle for your tastes. I cannot change the past, and there is only so much I can do about the future. I tell you this because I shall not lie to you again. That much I swear.
All right. Well, it's a start. Say, Father, back when you drew lots with your brothers and wound up with the underworld, rather than the heavens...
Oh, he did actually force me to take all 5 of them back.
If the choice was yours.
I do not deal in hypotheticals, boy. Each realm has its host of unenviable problems. You have never experienced the cold and sobbing sea, or the blinding heights of Olympus. I have, and I assure you, you're not missing much.
Didn't you try to leave the underworld yourself at some point? You once gave me that impression. I always thought it was because you hated it here.
I hate not having any choice. Enjoy the freedoms that you have. As you grow along in years, you gain more burdens and responsibilities, until they bind you.
Can't wait.
You are back. Even among those born longest ago within the deepest reaches of the underworld, I have seldom encountered anyone so united with the darkness of this domain as you are, child.
United with the darkness? I've just been picking it up here and there, although for quite a while since you mentioned it. I'm not sure that I feel any different, though.
Surely that is not so. Think back on when you started all of this. You now know so much more, are capable of so much more.
Huh, I suppose.
Okay, where is she? Bedroom? Yeah, if you save up for it, you probably can. Back here. No. Is she in the lounge? For some reason. No. Although the...
Mother's away, I guess.
I think I'm gonna switch to
Something new in
Demeter.
store for me. Let's see what that one does. All set. What could go wrong?
Something that could deal with scalpers would be passing a law stating that nothing, like something new cannot be sold for more than 1% of its
My sisters, Hestia and
price.
Hera, surely would assist as well, young Sprout. Except they and our foster brothers haven't been getting along of late. Though as for me, I'll never leave this mountaintop of mine.
Explode me! Possibly. I mean, there's still gonna be people trying to scalp. But really, to deal with scalpers, you have to like just make it a law. You cannot sell something legally, be able to sell something for more than so and so of the price. Oh,
And
great.
if you ever need anything at all, Your Royalness, you can always find me wide awake right over there. Though I really shouldn't leave my post like this, not even for you.
I truly appreciate it.
I mean, it's like it wouldn't screw up if like someone needed to sell something because like they bought it and then they realized they needed to like sell it to get the money because they can still try and sell it for as close to what they paid for it in the first place.
Meg said they're not permitted in the house. Not that I'm complaining, but what's that about?
They have not earned the right, lad, nor expressed any desire to exist here with the rest of us. Your father has assigned them to specific roles that suit their dispositions. They're not as sensible as Megara, in my experience.
That's what I was afraid of. Although fear is for the weak.
You can even like have a time limit set on it where it's like, oh, after I get like, oh, I don't know, 5 years?
Orpheus, I know Father appreciates your songs to the extent he's capable of appreciating anything. Though, has Nyx ever responded to them? She's always right nearby, yet you two don't seem to talk.
Almighty Nyx appears to tolerate my presence, Zagreus, for she could cast me into everlasting darkness if my song failed to be pleasing to her. She is a most discerning listener.
That she is.
One thing before you depart again, boy. Until the Queen's intentions with Olympus come to pass, not a word to anyone about her presence here. Do you understand?
I do, but she won't have to hide forever.
Patch up the seating, update the menu, clean the stove, stock the honor bar.
Okay.
So wait, before you fly away, there must be something I can do to help pitch in with everything. Doesn't matter how good you are at your job, what you're describing, that's more than one individual can handle.
Your Highness, please. I know you mean well, but I have this. Wish everybody wouldn't doubt me all the time. Like that house contractor just gets to stand around waiting for work orders. Unless they come from me, then no.
The house contractor isn't cooperating with you, huh? No wonder so many lounge renovations are clogged up in the works. Though maybe I can grease the wheels a bit.
I completely forgot! I need to get more cooking grease for the head chef! I have to go!
She's running herself ragged. The Olympians can't really see me, can they, Nyx? I mean, not very well. I get that they can sense details here and there, but they don't know the full extent of what's going on. Are we really so far beyond their influence?
You are enshrouded from them, child. For your own benefit and theirs. They know as much as necessary to assist. And I trust they shall, for as long as you require. They are bound to one another as family. And they know that you require aid. Do not be too prideful to accept.
I won't.
If people could stop interacting with Persephone so I could try and get conversations with her, I'd be happy.
Mortals believe that there is no return from here. They are correct. And we all must do our part to keep it that way. We have a certain reputation to uphold.
Time to uphold it, then.
Like, I feel like it's talk with Demeter, talk with Zeus, or talk with Persephone. And unfortunately...
You're as determined as my foster brothers were when my sisters and I stood with them against the Titans way back when.
You, idiots, like, aim better. Thank you. Unfortunately, people in the house keep interacting with Persephone, so I can't get conversations. It's pissing me off.
Ooh, looks like one of those little nuns.
Yeah, I don't care about that. God damn!
Honored to have met you, great Achilles, our royal guard. Good to know whom to turn to should anything run afoul around here. So it was you who instructed my son in the martial ways.
Indeed, Your Grace. He was a talented student. If only you could have seen his progress, surely you would have been very proud.
I am proud. You know, you were already quite the name back on the surface when I lived upon Olympus. I should think your legend spread much farther still since then.
Oh, I doubt that. Although, thank you, Your Grace.
Okay, Orpheus, Hypnos, Achilles.
Always wanted to ask you something, Father. Whose skull is that there on your shoulder? If it's not too personal.
I did not chronicle all Typhon's wretched offspring, boy. No one did. Some of them sit upon our shoulders now, lest we forget that things could easily have turned out rather differently, and much, much worse.
So these are just the remains of the spawn of the most hideous monstrosity of all time, which you and your brother slew, got it? I guess putting the dead in their place is all part of the job. I can hardly imagine what it was like before you and the Olympians took charge.
You're better off.
Say, Orpheus, Eurydice told me your songs, some of them came from her. She seems quite brilliant. You choose your muses well.
I owe my everything to my Eurydice. She authored many of my songs indeed, and she inspired many, many more. Whilst living, we collaborated frequently, you see.
But weren't you the famous one? I don't understand why she doesn't share your renown.
It is but one of life's injustices, I fear. I always sang her praises every chance I had, and she asserted herself splendidly. Yet even still, our listeners believed our songs, they came from me. What else could I have done?
I don't exactly know the ways of mortals, mate, but I'm pleased to hear you always giving credit where it's due.
I know no other way, my friend.
I have to ask you something, Nyx. What is this debt you owe my father anyway? Forgive my eavesdropping, it's just I heard the two of you discussing things and it came up.
I was here long before your father. The responsibility to govern fell to me. Yet I could not manage on my own. I shape the darkness, ensure the integrity of the domain. I am less prone to census taking and administering rules. I receded from such responsibilities.
It was too much even for you. So, when father arrived, you welcomed him? He helped?
I was quite skeptical of him at first. I thought his presence merely a cruel trick of fate. But he worked diligently from the start. Soon there was order where once there was none. I fashioned this house for him, and I maintain it still. We remain in partnership, in interdependency.
He's never taken advantage of you? Of your generosity?
No, child. He has not. He can be short with me, as you have seen, but that is the extent of it. We have found ways to reconcile disagreements. Though, your relationship with him, it is more complicated than my own, I fear.
I'm sure we can reconcile our disagreements all the same.
Your Highness!
I'm tired of talking to some of the extra ones.
Hey, Skelly.
Get rid of the shield, just so I can die a little tiny bit faster.
It's Lady Demeter.
The frost-bitten horn which you bear once overflowed.
Okay, don't care about that.
Cooled me off.
No, no!
Throttled by a...
You calling me squishy?
Oh, cut.
But to
Stop
think that
it!
our esteemed musician of the court...
Okay, I'm tired of this.
I shall be honored to perform my songs, Your Grace. And my...
Oh, you're too kind.
Achilles, I meant to ask. Did you know that Coronach the Heartseeker once belonged...
Master Chiron, truly? Ah, of course. He granted me a spear, I think you know. If he possessed one such weapon, why not more? I remember his bow shined like the sun. It was splendid and never missed its mark.
I'm sure his skill did most of the work. Guess what, Father? The lounge is all tidied up. Your house contractor there is...
Are you expecting words of thanks because you paid the contractor?
What if I replaced every furnishing in this blasted place? Would you treat me any better then?
I suppose, boy, that there's only one way to find out. Though I suggest you save yourself the trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I don't often see you interact with Hypnos, Nick.
Hypnos still is learning independence, child. Thus I have decided it is best to keep my distance from him temporarily, else he shall continue to rely upon me, even for completing the most rudimentary requests. We have agreed he shall not call upon me for the time being.
For the time being? How long are we talking? Can't remember the last time I saw you speaking with him now that you mention it.
Based on his rate of progress, I suspect his education shall have been complete well before the dawning of the next age.
Well, keep it up, Hypnos.
Just cycle and cycle and cycle, and hopefully people will stop talking to Persephone so I can talk to her myself.
All set.
I warn you, Zagreus, as not to make attempts to grow much closer with me thus. I'm much your elder, after all, and you're my little sprout. What say we keep it that way, hmm?
Kill me. Kill me. Think.
I can't get used to that.
Oh, good, you're back already, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Pardon the interruption, everyone.
It's not in the conversation there.
I got acquainted with the twin fists of Malphon recently.
The empty hand has more destructive force than any weapon, lad.
Thank you. Saw your new pact of punishment out in the courtyard, Father. Impressed that you could find a parchment.
Whether you consent to the terms of the pact is entirely up to you, boy. But in all your comings and goings, it is important that we have full knowledge of which property is being carried from the premises.
I saw you took possession of the list of minor prophecies of the three fates. As ever, I should never have doubted my daughter's expectation.
You offer something called the fated list of minor prophecies to me, chances are I'm going to pick it up.
You know exactly what is necessary and no more.
That's somehow reassuring.
No. No. I need 13 more conversations with her. But I can't get them because the game won't piss off.
Mother's not here now, huh? Skelly. Do your worst, Father.
We're about to get to the point where I'm going to stop talking to anybody except for Persephone. You know, great.
To fix up this spear. Just right. Look at all that coin.
I was going to say, that better be for Demeter. That is very powerful.
Show yourselves.
The heat has risen quite considerably there. Is that not so?
Very cool. Thought I'd just pop back in.
Okay, stop blocking me.
Should check the garden.
Well, be that as it may. If they pester you at all, do let me know and I shall have them dealt with quickly.
Oh, Hades. I think the shades around here have been through enough as it is. I don't mind them. After all the time I spent on my own, having some company has been a welcome change.
You are certain all your needs have been provided for? Because if there's anything that you require,
Require? Look at this place, Hades. Look at me. I have everything. And so do you. Try not to worry quite so much. And be patient with your son. That's all I ask.
Persephone, I cannot promise you such things. They're not my strengths. Besides, I have a reputation to uphold. God of the dead. If the wretches do not fear me, or you for that matter, what then?
I'm not going to tell you how to balance your work, your marriage, and your parental responsibilities. I don't think anybody on Olympus or below knows quite how best to manage that. So long as we do our best.
Our best. That I can promise you.
Need all these backed up conversations, because they screw me out of getting what I want.
Somebody raised you very well indeed, my son.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start. Nyx did teach...
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right.
Perhaps I'm part plant.
What?
It's me, Rune.
As I sit here and zoom out to my death.
Do your worst,
over and over.
You wish to meet your Uncle Zeus someday? Imagine me with a luxurious white mane without a modicum of self-control. That's your Zeus.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely price.
You are entirely too young to have...
It's freezing.
Come on. Shoot me. I wish to die.
I can do better than that.
Looks like one of them.
Welcome, my son. Nyx has a very steady presence, doesn't she? I want to say she hasn't changed a bit.
She's always managed, and quite gracefully at that. Never seen her break a sweat.
Well, your father isn't always the conversationalist, and Nyx, she was the first chthonic god I ever met. I suppose she welcomed having another lady about the house.
I'm sure she did.
You've taken more advantage of the Pact of Punishment than I would have expected, boy.
Almost. I've been rampaging through the worst your realm has to offer, causing you
Upset? Heavens no. Through your repeated bumbling, you have revealed a number of shortcomings in our operations, which my underlings are busy working to address.
You know you sound especially despicable.
Don't let me keep you any longer, boy. Go forth. Try to escape again. You're helping make the underworld a better place.
Plenty of room for improvement.
More death. I'm getting so irritated.
What's the worst that could happen? Thanks, Daedalus.
I was looking, I was like,
It's Lady Demeter.
Motherhood's a curse, young Zagreus. Be thankful you're immune. You sprang from Nyx herself, or so I hear. I sprang from Thea, whoever she was. And I once bore a child, too. Long gone. Her mother's work. Isn't it such a waste?
Cool. stop walking on spikes like that.
So you got...
Greetings.
I have not.
Such a shame.
I always fancied Thanatos, you know.
I don't care.
Thank you, Mother.
If it's not progressing,
Why you would have...
I knew you thought I'd never do it under any circumstance.
That does alleviate a deeply rooted...
I'll be sure to say hello.
it's like if it's not progressing, this epilogue that I know exists because it's obvious, I don't care what they have to say at this point. I did not think I would be here for 3 hours trying to even start it.
Perfect.
Your father, Hades, and I share a common fate, each having lost a child fully grown. Except that he's a hollow fool whose child left. Whereas my daughter never would have. Ever.
Yeah, totally wouldn't leave. Thank you.
Had to come back for something right quick.
I'm up. Zagreus, how am I doing as a mother? Tell me honestly. Nyx has had so much to share about raising.
Mother, I think you're doing great. And I'm sure you know it's not a competition.
Thank you, my son. I know I wasn't there for most of the hard part, but I'm here now. Though when I inevitably, inadvertently trample all over your feelings at some point, please tell me, all right?
It's a deal.
Oh, thank you.
Mother, I know there may not be many things you miss from living on Olympus, though I wondered if perhaps ambrosia may be one of them.
Yeah.
And got you some, because...
We're gonna go
well,
consult Dr.
here.
Why, this really is ambrosia. How did you even acquire this, Zagreus? It brings back memories for certain, and never the bad ones, which I think it must be why we prize this stuff so much. This is for me.
It is, of course. And it's my dearest hope that at some point long from now, when you're relaxing with a bottle of ambrosia, dare I say perhaps with Father, that these memories will be among the ones that spring to mind.
Oh, my son. I shall certainly not need ambrosia to think back upon getting to know you with the greatest fondness. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mother. The pact is sealed.
We are all willful children, are we not? I'm daughter to Hyperion, you know. A titan so obscure and hated that Lord Zeus, he started calling me his birth sister. So much did he dislike this bit of truth. And to get a rise out of me, too.
Forgot something again.
What? Hey, did you see? Somebody...
Well, there it is, in case you change your mind. That painting in your bedchambers, it turned out rather well, didn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. I tried to persuade...
Still can't believe you let me hold a spear. Here, Mother. More bottled, pleasant
You know, the last bottle you gave me brought more pleasant memories than I expected. No telling just...
It is yours to do with as you please.
No. Nonsense.
I'm-
There's also Cerberus. Present.
Everything is somehow...
If this wasn't just being an absolute pain, I think I'd be having a lot more fun. And it's like, and between like loading screens and conversations, I'm like looking over at like my web browser and going through like...
Ask Nyx about such things, do not ask me. She is the one born to this realm. I'm a foreigner. Moved here to take this job, can you believe it, boy?
This is our home.
As seasons give to one another, so do generations, I suppose.
Who are you?
All right then.
Did you just get chomped by...
Wonderful.
Please be out in the garden. Thank you.
Sometimes I still cannot believe that you are here, returned to us. Your radiance in all this darkness. You must miss seeing the coast.
The coast was nice enough, Hades. But nothing is ever perfect, right? No matter how hard you try. Still, I think we get quite close around here every once in a while.
You have taken much less time adjusting to this place than when first you joined us. Pardon my surprise. I myself was forced to be here. I never thought anyone would come from the surface here by choice.
The heart can make us do the strangest things, can't it?
Indeed.
What's new, Skelly?
Looking good.
What could go wrong? The goddess Demeter.
Should you achieve your goal and see the surface world, Zagreus, I've but one bit of knowledge to impart.
I'm shivering. Ouch. All right. Again?
Your father and I still have a bit of work.
Okay, so that's not a thing.
What's going on, Skelly? The pact is sealed. The spear's due for a little maintenance. Baratha grows stronger. You're nothing. How do you do? More, huh? Nice meeting you.
None can endure an everlasting winter. Just chill, young.
Had to come back for something right quick.
Hello?
Oh, that,
You're such a good boy.
don't care.
Zagreus. What is it, child?
No, it's just the latest renovations from the contract.
Ah. Yes, no need to speak of it again.
What's the worst that could happen? Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
Trying to force. I hate this. Trying to research.
Lady Demeter.
The cold of Mount Olympus.
I mean, if she keeps going on about that like that, I'm going to feel like I need to switch over.
I forgot something.
Hello, my son.
Mother, you'll forgive my asking, but your mother used to
Oh.
call you by a different name, didn't she?
Ugh, don't remind me. Imagine if I called you Zaggy Poo from when you were born to this very moment. That's how that name felt to me. I much preferred the name my father gave to me.
Your mortal father, right? So he called you Persephone. What was he like?
He was kind to me, and funny. Little bringer of destruction I was to him. I liked that. He was right, I was a terror. But then he passed. I was very little still. My mother never spoke of him again.
Okay, I'm about to give up on this based on what I'm
I
reading.
don't sense that she regrets the relationship or anything. Just sad about the outcome, I think.
I suppose I can see that. I thought I might end up like father. Growing old, wasting away. Then the time flew by, and I realized I was closer to mother's side. Mortals certainly don't have it easy. But their limited days, it means they live their lives to the fullest, I think.
Okay, now how do I find out that tab again? Is this going to... Okay, you knew.
At least we've some of that in us.
Indeed, my son.
I thought about it more, Mother, and I would like very much.
This is splendid, Zagreus, but please.
Well, when it came to the Olympian...
I'm sure enough.
Well...
You know I always wanted to be a mother, Zagreus. But after you were born, I was...
I know.
Okay, so, while researching while sitting between conversations, I figured out what I need to do, and God, screw that. In order for this to progress, I need to get 6 of these, with the exception of her. She's already one of them. I need to get her to 6 hearts. Hermes... So that's 1. For the rest of them, I have to get any 5 of them to 7 hearts. Now, granted, we have Athena, so that's 2. We have Ares, because we've done his little prophecy that's in here. You know, his, whatever. Whatever the quest was where I had to kill, like, I have to get a total of 10,000 kills. So it's like, 1, 2, 3. Hermes is apparently just find him while wearing his relic, so that's fine. Poseidon's is the fishing one, 4. I still need 2 more, and I don't even have their quests. This one, because I have I have a list of all the quests here. I was like, okay. Scroll. Where's the gods? Okay. Zeus. Requires you to hear at least 5 other gods' opinions about him. So he wants to be told what other people think about him. I don't have that quest yet. I don't know how to unlock him. Poseidon's we have unlocked. Athena's we've done. Aphrodite's really fucking sucks. Aphrodite's requires me to do at least a good start of Tartarus, because I have to complete the storyline quests for Thanatos, Megara, and Dusa. Artemis, I just have to talk to her. So in theory, I could sit there and just, you know, go put on her thing and just go and go and go and go and go. Like, eventually it'll happen. Dionysus isn't that bad. Like, Dionysus is, gift 6 different characters Ambrosia, which means maxing out their normal hearts and then starting on their quest. And then, doing a total of 10, like, giving out 10 in total. So it's like, okay, well, here's the thing. I have given her 3. And she's one that I've given one to. Athena's a second one, and that's 4. But it's like, in order to be able to give out the Ambrosia, I have to get clear their little heart quest. Demeter's I can't do until, like, after the epilogue. So, screw this. I didn't think it was going to be this involved. Okay, let's go make sure it's saved. I thought I was gonna like, okay, do some runs, get through that, like, a whole bunch of that stuff. No, it is so much worse. And I'm not doing it. So we're going to stop, and I don't know that Hades is ever coming back. Maybe I'll sit there and like do some runs in my own time, cheating my ass off. And yeah, it's that bad. I can send you a link, and so you can read how bad it is. I don't know that you'll 100% get it. I don't know if you've been paying that much attention to understand how bad it is, but it's like, technically the game is done. The game was done last time when Persephone returned. I just wanted to do the epilogue that was obvious, but it's so involved. And God, I hate it. So maybe I'll spend some time, play the game on my own, go through go through like runs and do all these involved long quests that I hate. Yeah. It's like, is there a game I can do? It's like, okay, getting the credits was like 30% of this game. And then the epilogue is the other 70. Or at least 50 of the 70. That's how bad it is. Just to give you a number. Yeah. No, you probably thought the same as I did going into this. Oh, I'm seeing hints. As I get some of these conversations. It's like, okay, just go to this, go to this, go to this. That would have been fine. But I have to do runs, and I have to do conversations. And I probably need to uninstall longer runs on. And, have certain random triggers happen. Like, Thanatos is not a guaranteed thing to run. But in order to do Aphrodite, I have to max out Thanatos, and Medusa, and Megara. Now, Megara is a guaranteed thing to run, as long as you could beat the boss of Tartarus. Yeah, that's a good example. It's like, you beat the game, and you could even get, and you're done, but then it's like you have to go get all the 120 basic stars, and then you can go get all 100 and something green stars. That is a very good comparison. And I'm not doing it. Not on stream. I tried and failed. And I'm half convinced that Dwong guy was just like, he doesn't know. Someone doesn't know. I'm just gonna sit here and be amused about this. So, okay, I'm gone. We're going to be doing a lot of, rando practice over the next month or so. Why is this so bad? I'm not having any drop rates. No, this is just being shit. I'm gonna do a lot of, rando practice over the next month or so. In preparation, so, that I'm brushed up for the birthday seed of suffering. Because I've got 15 randos on the list for the shuffler. Because that's what I have access to and what, in just games I'm comfortable with playing. Yeah, it's gonna be fun for chat, hopefully. And hopefully this year, unlike last year, I won't have the mess up where the affiliate anniversary is not taking place on the same day. Because in a few days, I'm going to get a thing, hey, plan your affiliate anniversary, and I could do 2 weeks around whatever day it actually was. Last year I could have done on my birthday, and I don't know if I ranted about this on stream. But last year I was playing around with it, I set a date, and it's like, you know what, why not just put it on my birthday? And even though I was still within the window of being able to change it, it wouldn't let me. because one of the things was, like, you can set your affiliate anniversary, and then as long as you're not, like, the day before, which it was, like, 4 or 5 days out at that time, but it says as long as you're not the day before, you can reschedule it just because, like, oh, life happens, we understand. But then it didn't let me, so I just got screwed out of having that on the same day of my birthday. But I'll get a notification about that eventually in the next couple days, and I'll get that set up. Now I'm gonna go lay down and rest and drink my tea. Good night.